The Sitka Summer Music Festival gets underway this Saturday, featuring a month of classical music and accomplished artists, among them world-renowned cellist Zuill Bailey.
But it's more than the cello that draws Bailey to Alaska. It's the opportunity to put Sitka on the map for classical music lovers everywhere. KTVA 11's Rhonda McBride spent time getting to know Bailey, his love of music, and his passion for sharing. Rhonda.
Joe and Emily, Zuill Bailey is the new artistic director of the festival, heir to a 40-year-plus tradition, one of Alaska's best-kept secrets. One of his hopes and dreams is to take the festival to a new level. Sitka is known for its beauty, its wildlife, but classical music?
And then I go, ball. So I can set you up better here.
Okay.
The whole festival was built on musicians sharing what's important to them.
Zuill Bailey and Paul Rosenthal have a bond beyond this stage.
Violinist Paul Rosenthal is the heart and soul of the Sitka Festival. He was trained in the same classical traditions as his colleagues, but he saw the opportunity for a different kind of musical success in Alaska.
2 years ago, Rosenthal asked Bailey to take over the festival, which he started in 1972. Rosenthal was a rising star in the classical music world, which he gave up to move to a cabin near Fairbanks. But he didn't want to lose his friends, so he created the festival to bring them here, for his own enjoyment and for Alaskans too.
And I was just blown away because it was the most incredible music. And I had come from New York City. And as soon as I got home that night, I called my sister and said, "You won't believe the concerts in Sitka, Alaska."
I will continue to invite people that both musically and socially and as human beings will better Sitka, the cause, and all of Alaska when they come here. It takes great responsibility to be that person.
And if that person has TV star looks and charisma, all the better for the festival. In fact, those qualities landed Bailey a part in the TV series Oz.
Sentence, 22 years.
As a murderous cellist allowed to play in prison.
Oh, it sure is beautiful.
Beautiful but lonely.
Lonely? How does a cello get lonely?
I have no one to play with.
Not a problem for the real-life cellist, whose fellow performers are among the best. He counts on them to help fight the trend, a graying and shrinking audience. One of the staples of the festival, the box lunch, where you can listen and munch. Centuries ago, a concert was a party with food, drink, and dance.
So trying to come back full circle so you have the variety, so people don't think of going to classical music as always sitting with your suit on in the hall, not making any noise, don't move.
Bailey thrilled a group of hikers with an impromptu concert atop Mount Edgecombe.
I remember the hike, but I remember more so kind of the goal of getting the music to the top of the earth and playing it that only God can see.
Bailey's vision for Alaska is big too. After Sitka, the festival hits the road. In Anchorage, the concerts are at Grant Hall, a small, intimate venue where Bailey has been a big draw.
He's an amazing artist. I love coming to watch him play.
Bailey believes everyone, even children, can recognize quality.
You know, great music, we don't have to ask that question, it just is.
But if we know the story behind a piece of music, would we love it more? Would it help us to become loyal fans? That's the theory behind Zuill Bailey's Informants.
When you see a cellist play on TV, they play this.
Here he talks about how the cello was first used for rhythm only until Bach composed 6 solos that revolutionized the instrument.
I like to call them like the cellist's Bible, because there is nothing greater to this day. Prelude number 1 in G major by Johann Sebastian Bach.
This is the piece Bailey plays on the beaches of Sitka, in the forest, every morning when he wakes up. Bailey's love affair with the cello started young.
And I hear that basic sound, as I did as a 4-year-old. It brought me such peace that I couldn't explain. And typically I also end the day with it. It can also shut someone's eyes and say, you know, rest peacefully.
Zuill Bailey also runs 2 other festivals, one in El Paso, Texas, and another in Spokane. His fans at those events are looking at traveling to Sitka, so Bailey could well be a one-man economic engine.
So Rhonda, how much impact does this festival have on the local economy in Sitka?
Well, Sitka's tourism industry is very much dependent on cruise ships, so it has a lot of ups and downs. But the Summer Music Festival helps to stabilize this because it tends to draw the independent traveler, people who come specifically for the festival. And some have come for years and years, and the community has been working hard to develop this arts sector of the economy. There's also a summer music camp there that runs in conjunction with the festival, so it's a good fit for the community. Emily?